Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor down here at the North Bend, California Street boat ramp. Low tide coming in. Yes, it is. Cloudy, humid though. It is the third. Fireworks tonight right over there by the casino. Okay, so what we got here is a 2026-21 North River Seahawk. These are nice all-around boats. Go out in the ocean, you know, watch the weather, of course. Bay, river, lakes, tow, skiers, you name it, it can do it. Well built, one of the #1 resellable boats, heavy duty gauge, 5086 alloy on the bottom. It's got, I think it's, could be wrong on this, I think it's 84 inch. May not be, maybe 72. I gotta look into that. Now I'm trying to think of how wide that bottom is. I know it's 6.5 maybe. 72 inch, I'll say. Okay, then it's got a, what do they call it, 18 by 42 degree hole. Cuts the water nice. See, and they don't paint all the way down to the bottom. That's smart, and they weld that. If not, that paint goes down there on a chine that's not welded. You're gonna have corrosion bubbles down the road. So well thought of there. 23 inches from the bottom to the top if you want your stinger height. Foot jack, I like that. Cables, I like that. They're doing a really good, they're almost sealing those babies now so they don't get water inside them cables. Spare tire, 2-speed jack. Yep, you got a handle, so you're on the high speed now. So if you pull this, you'd have to loosen that. But I'll change that later. So we're gonna have to go down like that to release the tension to pull this, and this pulls out and it goes on to here, and that gives you super low gear. Diamond plate, that's if you have an anchor or something like that, you're pulling up, you don't scar up the bow of your boat, or maybe coming away and you hit the front end with a pull, like one of them pulls there. You got some protection, dual wipers, you got top size backdrop on here, and I believe, I might be wrong, but I think it's a 70-gallon fuel tank on here, and they're either 36, 38 inch sides. You got a nice trailer, disc on 04, you got bunks. And that's about the best you're going to do on those, because you know, on the bunks how it's down, because this swoops up pretty good. But you notice on these guys, they do a gradual slope up that you can pick up speed that way, get a better riding hold, drier ride. If you come like this and it starts cutting up real quick, it's just going to plow. So that's something to look for when you're looking at a boat. 2-step ladder, you got trim tabs, you mount your transducers. I'd mount them back there. If you mount them back here, you're going to have a splash guard for them. LED lights. Here's your gas vent. Here's for your drain for your fish box. That's for your bilge. You got a heavy duty tie bar, F200 T99 with a 25 gear case, larger prop. Got the big hole in the back for back pressure backing up. Get 70% more backup. You got your P-tube there. That reminds me, I got to take a leak. Whoops, I shouldn't have said that. Oh well, too late now. I ain't going to redo the video. Anyway, you got your freshwater flush on both of these. Do not start the motor when you're using those. Motor's warm. If it cools completely down, I'd use these. Always have water before you start it, or you shut it off. So you have water going, start it up, and get done, shut it off, then turn the water off. 15 pitch by 15, 15 diameter by 15 pitch, 11 by 7 on here, right hand rotation. You're gonna see how it goes to the right. Zinc, internal zinc, every cylinder on the block. You got zinc there, you got zinc down there, you got a zinc here, zinc there, zinc everywhere. Yeah, I'd never make a thing, or never claim to. Anyway, let's go back to, stainless steel prop shaft, drive shaft, 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer, special paint. They got it dialed in. They run the flange here, high-speed pickup pad back there. You can tell it's 250 on the bottom, I believe. They ran the cables. That's a nice job there. 703, bottom one's the kicker, top one's the main. 2026 NRBs, North River Boats. 21 means the foot. Now here you got the metal floors, aluminum, so you don't have to worry about replacing the wood and the vinyl, or dropping a knife onto it or something like that and scuffing up your bottom. Nicely rigged job. Back here, oh my God, you're gonna have to be Godzilla legs to get up in here. Hydraulic steer. Oh, come on, baby, you can do it. Oh, Kind of a BWAC rear entry door. You got downrigger pads, metal deck. Come back here. Just, oh, see? Tying the new Yamaha. We were just had this discussion the other day. Yamaha must have had some complaints. But they used to be just square like this all the way to the top. But the problem you had, you can go like this, I think. You just tap them in this way, then it rests up in here. Then you can pull it out. Because these here would get pinched. Like here, if you say you were up there and you trim that motor and you kept pushing on it, oh, I forgot the block, then this part will pinch inside. Good luck getting it out. So now they made this. So you can actually put it in and turn it. And then if you had to get it out, you could push it out this way, is how I would do it. So if you were pushing it in, then if it got pinched up there, you could crinch it, and then it's going to give you that space, so you could do it like that. So anyway, them are the new style. Porch down right here is the fish box right here. You see the valve, the seahawk valve, that's for your wash down. If you look back there, aha, it's open. So we want to close that valve right there. Put this back on. Now when you say park it and you have it outdoors, I'd say leave it open so the water will drain out. Big fish box, by the way. And then you go into here. Here's your battery switch. Turn that baby on. Turn all those on, or you wouldn't have any power up front. Go over here. Primer bulb. I'm going to leave that open. I'm just going to rough pump it. 10 micron. Change that every year. Right here. Pump, 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 pump. Then get the kicker. Pump, 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 pump. There we go. Then you don't go all the way. You just do short blasts like that, and it fills it faster. Just like that, right there. Then go out and then just go like that. There you go. Force down, boom. And then you got the double shock seats. Right down there is your slider, height adjustment, back adjustment for your back so you're not sitting straight up like, oh, I'm straight as arrow. You know, see, that's too far. So I'm going to go like this, give it a little tilt back, flip up arms, height adjustment. See, it popped it up, tension, and swivel. And glove box, storage, pop it up, flip backs, up, nothing, struts. And these come with, oh, here's the keys. Horn, bilge, yes. Wipers, yep. Anchor light, yep. Auxiliary internal lights, that's up underneath here. Auxiliary. Then, okay, here's a little tidbit too. Make sure the safety lanyard's in. I'll show you why here in a second. I don't know if this is the right key. Yep, it is. So that's your main. See how the trim tabs went on? I'm going to leave it on. Now there's a number on these keys. Like right there. Write those numbers down. You got two. You got one for the kicker, one for the main. So if you ever lost your key, if you knew that 3-digit number, you could call up any Yamaha dealer and say, hey, do you have key number 734 or whatever it is? Okay, so that one's that one. Then you take this, jam it on here. Aha, he must be scouting out the fireworks thing tonight. And make sure that turns. Yep, there you go. And let me see, 0.2, so I need 1.2, 2.2. So this is the command link. So you should have what they call a VTS troll, fast idle lever. You probably don't use that on this one. This one you would on the kicker. You want to lift the red, give this thing like 7 pumps. Bring it back, you lift this lever here and then give it like 2 more inches up. Push and hold while you're turning. If it acts like it's gonna die, push in the key again. Then slowly lower that down. Now, if I go to fire this up, I can't do it now because it will start. But okay, right here. Hear that? If you hear that right away when you try to start it and it won't start, first thing you look for is make sure this safety lanyard's in. That would be a good indicator. Okay. Now, if you're running, that beep didn't go off and that was in, you were going down the bay or whatever, then you better look at your tach, and it'll give you little warning lights. Like here, I'll pop it up. It's doing a checklist right now. See all those lights right there? One of those would come on. Now, say you didn't see that, then they can let out a buzz like what you heard earlier when I pulled that lanyard. So now, say the light was on, the buzzer was going off, but it still ran good. You could run it at 6,000 RPMs and stuff. You had water flow, you checked the oil, your oil was fine. I would say if it didn't go into the reduction gear, which is 2200, like you'd barely have it in gear and that's it, it wouldn't take any more throttle, you better stop. But if you could still have the throttle range and the buzzer's going off and maybe your little gauge up there, and you check the water and you check the oil and everything's fine there, you probably can make it back. But if it hits that reduction, no, try to cruise back. I mean, not cruise, but stop it, let it coast for a while. If you let it sit for 3 minutes, you got maybe, unless there's an